Okay, so I have some things that I'm trying to work through. I hope my mascara isn't running. And sometimes it helps for me to talk it out. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I know that with my mental conditions, that sometimes I may see things in the wrong way, right? So I try to figure out when I'm being realistic and unrealistic. And so I'm not quite sure whether I'm being realistic right now. So I'm going to talk about the situation and I'm going to just talk it out. And maybe from this, I will be able to calm myself down, because right now it's like almost like I'm spiraling, and I really truly am, and I don't want to do that. Um, so I have a friend, right? We'll start with the it's a couple of things with this friend, and so um, I got a couple of things that I'm gonna need to say so I can think about this. Um, the first thing is, a few weeks ago, this friend needed a ride because something happened to their car, right? And so I was like, oh yeah, call me, hey, I need some assistance. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Drop everything I'm doing basically and go to help, because that's who I am. And so I went to pick them up at an apartment, somebody's, I don't know. And then what happened? Oh, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know at the end of the night, I think we went car shopping. And then the end of the night, we kind of had dinner and everything. And then the next day, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to pick him up and take him to work. You know what I'm saying? And so then he gets off, he calls me, and I go back, pick him up. We spend the rest of the day talking. Not talking, but going around car shopping basically. And so I think that day I just told him just take my car, because I can't be I didn't want to get up on at no 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or whatever day it was. Anyway, so everything was cool, and then we was able to get hopefully some things accomplished. But the point was, we spent a lot of time those couple of days, and normally I don't really talk to him Fridays, or well, sometimes, or Saturdays, or even Sundays. So I never really thought about that until like recently, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But I think that it bothers me because when I went to help him, right, the first time, it was like, oh, okay, great, I can spend a little bit of time with him, and we kind of chat and blah blah blah, all of that stuff, and already knowing that I really do have feelings for him, or whatever the case may be. And so I think what jarred me was that he went through all of this stuff this past weekend, but he never contacted me to help him. So there's two different dynamics that are working, are not, and I'm hot, that are in play here with me. So one is the fact that when you needed me, or when he needed me, I did everything I could do to help him. And it made me feel good about it because I felt like he trusted me with helping him, and that he knew that I would. And so it bothers me, though, at the same time, that when, other than that day, or those couple of days that he really needed me, that's the only time that I hear from him, on the weekends. That's the only time. And I thought about that, and I'm like, well, because this past weekend, he, car blowout or whatever on a thing, and then went to get a car and all of that stuff, even though that was the stuff that he was doing with me. And so now my I guess my problem is, I'm kind of I don't know, I'm kind of hurt, because I kind of feel I don't know, I kind of feel a little bit used, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm just